I'm Judge Reinhold.
I'm Major Tom.
I'm no internet named Anthony.
And I'm Diaper Chris.
And we're back with more Final Fantasy VII Remake. So guys, I've been given some insider information from the Final Fantasy VII Remake staff. I have a man on the inside.
Oh man.
And he told me, or she, I don't want to, name names, that the remake was it was tried a few years ago using the original game engine of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if you guys knew this. I Googled it. I don't see a lot of info about it. But this person gave me their first rough draft of what it would look like, and it is eye-opening.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you share this draft with us?
I can. I'm violating a lot of non-disclosure agreements.
I was gonna say you're exposing your rat, your mole.
No, I'm not exposing, because a lot of this stuff got scrubbed. It's been in the digital dark web. I'm downloading it on Tor, and I'm using a proxy. So
good. Thank God.
You should be safe.
Seems like you're safe.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, do you want
to shill for a VPN real quick while we're here?
Oh yeah, NordVPN. Definitely not a scam.
Currencies or cryptocurrencies you
want
to shill for?
I had to pay this person big time in cryptocurrency. Dogecoin, Ron Paul coin. He wanted them all, but it was worth it.
He talked to you with a voice changer?
Yes.
All right. So let's see it. Let's see the goods, my man.
All right, here it is.
Oh.
Let's go.
Code deciphered. All right, be careful.
Code deciphered.
I think Jesse is a lot better in this.
I think the voice acting is better.
Split up and get on the train.
Especially Barrett.
Hey!
About your money. Wait till we get back.
Looks like I'm a little late.
You're damn right you're late. Come waltzing in here making a big scene.
It's no big scene. Just what I always do.
Shit, having everyone worried like that. You don't give a damn about no one but yourself.
All right, it's a white guy doing Barrett, right? Can we all agree on that?
Oh, this is the guy Barrett yells at on the train. Let's see how it was handled in the original game, or in this remake version.
Time of arrival is 12:23 a.m. Midwest Standard Time.
Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up.
This train hasn't switched to security mode yet. I'm sure that'll change by tomorrow.
Someday, Avalanche is gonna be famous. And me, too.
Hey, Cloud. You want to look at this with me? It's a map of the Midgar rail system. Let's look at it together. I'll explain it to you. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors, flashy stuff.
So there you have it. Wedge was supposed to be Irish, I guess, and they couldn't find a black guy to voice act Barrett.
I'm glad they got his sister to do the voice for Jesse.
Could be his mom. Come on now.
You're right. It could be his mom. You're right.
Well, I'm shook.
It's great.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was. I mean, besides Barrett's voice, I didn't think it was that great. Personally,
I think it was like a lateral.
Yeah.
What they wanted to do versus what we got. Basically a lateral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if we got this Barrett's voice in the actual remake, I think that would have been ideal for me.
Sit down and shut up. I'm Barrett.
I pity the fool.
He sounds like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
It's basically it. I don't know. I mean, Hopefully the Square Goons don't come after you for having this footage.
Well, that's the risk I'm willing to take for my audience, who I care deeply for, that I abandoned a year ago.
I hope they don't backtrace you. That's all I'm saying.
This also served as a nice little recap for what we saw last time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kind of, but it was only in 2 minutes.
So
there were no flying ghosts.
Better, is what you're saying.
It was no flying ghosts or no motorcycle chase, but I mean, generally the main story
it flowed a lot better. Put it that way.
I think there were some lessons they could have learned from this failed remake that they could have took that might have been beneficial, but that's in the past.
Right.
Let's look at the present.
Yeah. Here's what I like about it. There's both punks and businessmen on the train, so you seem like you're less out of place when you get on the train.
That's a good
just full
point.
of businessmen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever ridden a train regularly.
It's a melting pot.
Yeah,
it smells
it's
like
a
pee.
wild place. Yeah, it smells like pee. That's the main thing you have to capture.
I'm sure I told this story before, but I went to San Francisco a long time ago, 2016 by some estimates. And we went with a train guy, right? And he's like, we got to take the BART. We got to take the BART, which is the Bay Area Regional Transit or something like that.
People love pooping on the BART.
Oh, well, fine. There goes the wind out of my sails. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Traveled on.
All right, let's just start the friggin' thing.
I didn't know that's where that story was going. I'm sorry. I've just heard that about the BART. Sorry.
People only do two things on the subway, and they're both bodily function related. That's it.
I'm sorry, Judge.
It's okay. And we're back.
Now, have you seen the theories that the Shinra from Final Fantasy X-2 is one of the founders of the Shira Corporation?
Yes. Somebody posted.
Haunting.
Yeah. Eye-opening.
So, meaning that they're in the same universe?
Yes.
Final Fantasy X-2 and 7?
Listen.
You know what that means? Riku crossover.
Listen,
Be still my
it's
heart.
a Final Fantasy game.
Kimari.
And the world isn't called Ivalice. I don't care about it. I'm Ivalice or nothing, baby.
Who? The Iblis trigger? That's Sonic.
No, Ivalice, you dunderhead.
All right, sorry. You don't need to swear.
Get it right.
I've been thinking a lot about my favorite Final Fantasy character
Who's that?
over the last few days. It's Butts.
I didn't think word would.
He's from Final Fantasy V.
Yep.
I like him. He's my favorite because his name is Butts, and he could be any class.
I believe his Japanese name was Ass.
And none of them look happy to be here.
Might stand out as a group. You two stay here.
Oh, why do you need an umbrella if you live under a damn plate?
Cloud.
The train will be passing an ID checkpoint shortly.
Here comes the first hurdle.
Not much of one.
I know, but that doesn't mean I don't have butterflies in my stomach.
Are you guys still there? I got nervous for a second.
I'm enraptured here.
Okay.
Just watching the show.
I got scared.
Barrett's always on.
I was checking my email.
I know, like, Tifa being on screen is very tantalizing.
Like I said, enraptured.
But I won't be until I know for sure.
Be right back.
Thanks.
I was actually looking at Zillow. Some good proper. There's good prices in the Sector 8 region.
Avalanche is a blight on Midgar.
Oh boy.
This again?
He's trying to
do this already.
He's trying to destroy him using logic. It's like a Twitter flame war, except on a subway.
This guy has more of a Reddit vibe to me, personally.
Yeah.
The reactor will stay online.
What is that materia in the corner? Or is it just like Is that one of the famous poops on the subway?
Yes, that's homeless person poop.
It's radioactive because he has Mako poisoning.
What did you say, Tom?
Oh boy. All right, take it outside. Take it to the subway.
That's the right move, business suit guy. Just move down a couple of seats.
Yeah. Be the bigger man.
Exactly.
Yeah, show your dominance by licking a pole.
It's the Corona challenge.
Ugh.
Boo.
Ugh.
Boo.
Unauthorized IDs detected.
They did that in Final Fantasy 15 too. It's dumb
Yeah,
then,
I know.
it's dumb now.
Yep.
15-2. That's when lightning returned.
Correct.
Get over here now!
She was never gone from my heart. though.
Amen, buddy.
What the hell is happening?
This is their security system. They just throw a bunch of Roombas through the windows. It's very expensive.
Yeah, it seems like imagine just like testing that. like you have to replace the windows every time.
You have to get out of here.
What are you doing?
Trying to.
I mean, those subway, that's like thick glass.
I don't care. I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
anyone to die.
What is this guy doing? Like, the Roombas are busting through the window. He's trying to make a moral point.
Oh, he's gonna help everyone. Don't worry.
There's no end to them.
Finally, you have a battle with all three of them.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you're right, soldier boy.
Screw this.
I miss you, soldier boy.
Calling with security. We gotta jump.
What happened to that guy?
He's too busy reviewing video games on YouTube, I believe, last time.
Oh man, he's cutting in on our action. Never mind, soldier boy, you're dead to me.
Or he was launching a game console last I heard, I think.
Yeah, dead to me.
I think he might own the rights to Intellivision.
Dead to me.
He's bringing it back in a big way.
Listen, I want a modern Joust remake. Is that in television? It sounds like it might be in television.
No.
Rats.
You don't know anything about gaming history. I'll have to teach you one day.
I truly don't.
Whoa, Barrett just jumped from the train, like...
They threw Barrett from the train.
Yeah, he didn't even care. Just did it.
He's a badass.
I hear you gotta try and roll. That's the trick. All my hobo friends tell me that.
Right after they defecate on the seats. Oh.
You okay?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey now.
Smooch.
Cloud's a virgin.
I believe it.
Yeah, probably.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
I mean, he was in the military. There's no time for ladies, right?
Yeah, unless he picked up like you know, like a lady of the night in the Midgar streets.
He spent all his money on a Dodge Charger.
But it was like a crappy like Final Fantasy car universe car. It was all round and bulbous.
Also known as the Dodge Charger.
Car in 15. My car in 15 had a giant anime wrap on it. It was great.
Speaking of which, where's the third?
In custody, sir.
Return it to the wild.
Yes, sir. Right away.
That's like our audience watching our Let's Plays.
I was about to ask if it was a laugh or a grimace.
That's our audience watching our Let's Plays.
Exactly. You answered it when you said that.
Been a straight shot to the reactor. Didn't work out, but we knew going in we had to have alternatives. Backup plans.
Do we still call them Let's Plays in 2020?
I don't freaking know. Nobody even does this anymore.
We're the last ones.
We still haven't caught on.
Bunch of dinosaurs over here.
Oh yeah, unquestionably.
We're not even playing in this one.
It's how
It's
far
just
we've
a
come.
let's.
And the main pillar when we had to bail out. We ended up on the adjacent line, which should take us to reactor
Good one,
five.
Tom.
I'm back, baby.
That's right. So for now, we follow the tracks. Not too far though. Need to switch to a different route before we hit the station. Cause you can bet your ass it's gonna be crawling with security.
It's very intense music for looking at a map.
Yeah, right.
I just can't get fired up about. I'm not. They already did this mission. Like they already did a bombing mission, you know?
Shot to victory, people. All we gotta do.
Look, they gotta pad this, man. They gotta pad it.
But I'm trying to like look at this from the eyes of like I've never played Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, so the rest of the game is just gonna be like 8 bombing missions.
That sounds good.
Vector?
I'd play that.
Confidence that everything will play out as you intend.
I mean, if you like the first one, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Hold on.
Of course. I will not fail you, sir.
Do you think that's a Galaxy S7?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out too. It looks like he's got one of those dumb like camera enhancement, lens enhancements on it.
Analytics reports that the
You ever see those?
within the admissible range.
Those like camera lenses you put on your phone.
Yes.
You have one?
To make your phone more like a camera.
Remind me what your job is.
Oh,
Is
hold
it
on.
to question the wisdom of your superiors and bemoan your personal hardships, sir?
This is my leadership style 100%.
That's what Judge said last time.
Care about the casualty rate? They're pawns in a greater game. If your stock runs low, then go round up more from Sector 3 or wherever else. Use your head and bring me solutions instead of problems for a change, yes?
Oh my gosh. Sounds like my boss.
It's proactive leadership right there.
That sounds like the inside of my head.
Is he the most sympathetic character to you, Judge?
So
That's why the president ought to count his blessings.
I can just imagine like the phone ringing in his office and him just like sighing deeply and waiting till like the 4th ring to answer.
Me too. So this is the dog.
He's my favorite character.
I love this character. He has a banging theme song.
Yeah, he does. Is it? What's his name? Stampy?
Stamp.
Oh, are we actually gonna get to see the dog?
I don't know. I've been
man.
withholding that spoiler. I
Okay.
hope that Stamp is real.
God, I hope it's real.
Okay.
I hope it's
you
a
guys gotta pay it. Hold
On
on.
Avalanche's combat capabilities and our
Report, report, report. What good do you think a damn report will do anyone?
All right. So I made this. Why does this keep happening to me? It's ruining all my thunder.
Pretty forgotten the war with Wu-Tai.
All right. Can somebody try pausing it?
I'll try and pause it.
All right.
No,
Oh, it doesn't work for me either.
I paused it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look like a fool. Whatever.
Who cares? Do it.
I
You got a
post-
bet. Do your bet.
I posted this on the Judge Rhino Twitter account, and this is what basically inspired me to do this whole damn thing. So Heidegger, he's supposed to be portrayed as like an asshole, right? And then he's like, "Oh, report. Who cares about reports?" And I'm like, every shitty manager I've worked with in my entire life has wanted nothing but reports to do nothing with the information that was in them. And I'm like, this guy's supposed to be evil. And like, meanwhile, he's like, oh yeah, he's speaking the truth. It's like, they really
Truth
blew
and
this.
power over here.
Exactly. They really blew this remake by making the evil guy like the most sympathetic character.
If anything, you should be walking around and micromanaging every single
Exactly. He should be asking for more reports.
He should have a pile of paperwork on his desk. Like, no, don't email it to me. I want the physical paper.
Exactly. You see, Anthony gets it. They should have hired us for this. And we would preserve that original Barrett voice actor, too, that we saw earlier.
Yeah. And Tifa wouldn't even be able to walk through the door. Bob would be so big.
Listen to this.
As God intended.
She like, what is it? She tried to turn sideways for some reason, but that's worse.
It's
I
a
hope you're
video
listening,
game.
big video game. Next time you've got a big remake to make, if you want the people who have got their fingers on the pulse of what the fans want, it's these guys.
Exactly.
That was just three or four ideas, Square, and those are free.
Those. The 5th one is really going to blow your mind. You got to pay for that one.
Mm-hmm. We got some interesting ideas for the character Hojo. Let's just leave it at that.
Listen, Yuffie, she's got big shuriken. What if we made them bigger? Think about it.
I don't know. Everything's getting smaller nowadays with iPods and stuff.
What if we had regular size shuriken?
Now you're talking.
But sir, if so, I can only assume that you and your men no longer wish to serve in your current positions. Is that correct?
He's offering layoffs when he knows that, you know, you're getting the $600 Trump bucks. You see, he's a good guy.
He's like, oh, they'll basically be made whole if I lay them off.
Exactly.
It's a win-win, really.
Another day, another victory. How do I do it?
I like Heidegger. This version of him. He's like, I'm the best, and he kicks up his legs. Meanwhile, these ninnies.
Ah, stamp.
We all want to see him.
Get back!
Yeah, get Teeth off the screen. I want to see that dog.
Oh my god, it's this thing.
Not all you got.
You think Vincent's gonna be in this game?
Gee whiz, I hope so. He's my favorite.
Me too. He's a vampire.
He's a vampire, but he's also a Frankenstein. He's like the best of both worlds.
And a werewolf. He's kind of like the Universal Monsters. I think he might have been a tie-in originally.
I hear they tried to reboot that cinematic universe. Listen, they could have done it with just one guy, Vincent. It would have been great. Everyone would have loved it.
You would have turned into the Mummy and walked around.
Been the new Chris Evans.
Is there like a lamer monster in movies than the Mummy?
The Invisible Man is pretty stupid. But I think Mummy's probably the worst.
That Brendan Fraser movie holds up. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't mean the Mummy. I meant like just like a mummy.
The platonic ideal of a mummy.
Yeah, like the mummy you'd see in like an Abbott and Costello.
What about the creature from the Black Lagoon? How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, it's pretty bad too.
He's all right. I mean, I don't really know much about him.
He's got like a scary fish face, right?
Yeah, but I mean, a scary face. You gotta have more than that.
I mean, he lives underwater.
The mummy is like psychologically terrifying because underneath that wrapping, the toilet paper, there's a man that's
could
dead.
be anything, right?
It's a
could be
dead
a
king.
creature from the Black Lagoon. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Analytics reports that the feed went down. After
Well, we can all agree that Dracula's the best, right?
Oh, Dracula's great. Love Dracula.
That's the goat right there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no question about
For
it.
your failure to properly prepare the armor.
That's why I think they went with Dracula for Vincent because they knew he was like the best. Like
that the sensors were overloaded.
not so good to be you anymore. Huh?
Is that so?
All the sensors in Section E are inoperable.
The president.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Be cool if he FaceTimed him.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Or if his name had an emoji next to it, like 100 or fire. Or dare I say eggplant.
Yeah. Or the girl raising her hand. I like that one.
That's a good one.
It would also been cool if he FaceTimed him and then he started changing like the filters and he turned into a potato and he's like, how do I get this? Turn this off.
Exactly where they were headed. If the armor is intact, then you'd best determine the nature of this anomaly soon.
I have no idea what the hell this scene is about. They're like talking about anomalies and computers and shells. It doesn't make any sense in the context of the game.
Are they talking about the intruders?
I don't know, but they're talking about the crab thing that is just like a crab thing that they added. I don't know what's happening.
They also just they already established this guy's a jerk, right? Like, do we need another 7 minutes of this guy being a jerk?
But he's not really being a jerk. He's threatening to put this guy on the front lines, and also this guy is nobody, so who cares? I don't know, like I just don't know what they're doing anymore.
Tom, what do you think?
We could get some stamp in here.
Yeah,
the stamp would make it better. Tom, what do you think about it all? Like, as the outsider, I feel like you're the non-Final Fantasy guy.
Just so you know.
I think I'm probably the most lost. I have no idea what's going on. I just know I want to see the dog like everybody else.
Show us the dog, Square.
Come on, Square.
You cowards.
It's so coy right now.
The dog's got to be in the game, right? Like, I don't know if he is or he isn't.
Well, I
truly don't know.
I haven't read a spoiler, but I've had the fact that there's something about the ending of this game spoiled, which is not really a spoiler, right?
Right.
The people are talking about the ending of this game.
People are talking about the ending, but I don't know what it is either.
Me neither,
Apparently,
me neither.
there's something to it, I guess.
Right.
Well, we'll find out in 6 more hours, guys.
Right.
6
Well,
short hours, and we'll know exactly what the internet's talking about.
My theory, it has to do with Stamp.
I hope so.
He's the true president of Shinra.
He whizzes on cloud.
You get to the scene, where the president's found dead with Sephiroth's sheared sword in his back.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the same scene, but instead the dog is gonna be in the chair.
It's be a dog bone through his back.
Yeah, it'll be a dog going through his back, and then the dog will like throw him out of the chair, then sit down like I'm the president now. And then he's gonna put on a cigar.
Oh man.
And then he's
I'm the president now.
And Heidegger's gonna laugh with him because he was behind it all the whole time.
Oh, that makes sense. That explains that scene, right? I didn't know what the fuck excuse me, I didn't know what anybody was saying. I didn't know what anybody was saying.
Cut anything. We can't cut it.
I know we can't.
I can't wait.
It's all right. What are they gonna do? Ban us from YouTube?
Yep.
Maybe no one uses that entrance.
This isn't a cutscene. Come on.
Listen, I gotta see him go up this ladder.
We all know what he's gonna do.
Yep,
Oh my
yep,
god.
yep,
For
yep.
the love of God.
Hell yeah, come on.
Think it works?
Bunch of horny toads. These
The
Final
dude
Fantasy
did that
kids.
unquestionably. That was intentional.
And I loved every second.
Error. Insufficient power.
So they added this and it takes forever. Nothing really happens. Okay.
Instructions for dealing with a power.
Don't skip, Judge. You're about,
This is how you do the puzzle right now.
He skipped. He had that tone in his voice he was gonna skip.
Yep, and then he did. At least we get to see Charlie Sheen again.
Oh, winning.
Didn't Charlie Sheen have like AIDS or something?
He had Mako poisoning.
Secure them to your belt or whatever so you don't lose them. When we're done,
Or
we'll
whatever.
use these babies and get down safe.
What happened with that? That's all.
I think you pretty much you got it. That is all of it.
He survived, or I mean,
Yeah,
not
he's
survived,
alright.
but he's like okay. Or...
He's doing fine.
You can be put on a cocktail of different drugs and lead a relatively normal life.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait. Fix those lights. Excuse me, sir. Your time?
Quickly now, quickly.
Do the cops like really have nothing else to do? Like,
Hold on. We have to prepare for the president's virtual happy hour with the team.
I wish Jeff Bezos did this.
Like virtual happy hour. Everybody in the company has to go on Animal Crossing and meet. All right, we're going to Jerry's Island today.
God, it's like you're working with me.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Yeah. We're near Mako storage.
Let's move.
What do you think Mako smells like?
Smells like boiling cabbage.
Ooh. I was like envisioning a pleasant smell.
Oh yeah.
Nah, no way.
Fresh
No way.
baked apple pie.
I guess
I always kind of.
it's like dead people, so it probably isn't good.
Right.
If it gives you poisoning, evolution would say that you would find it, not pleasant to smell or taste.
I suppose that's true.
That is true.
But then I guess,
Maybe-
like they say that cyanide tastes like almonds or whatever, right? Or arsenic? Who cares?
I love sniffing gasoline. It's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, I like that too.
I love
Yeah,
the
it smells
taste of
good.
it.
I like the taste. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is a flashback to that. Oh yeah, Cowboy Tifa.
I'm sick of this.
Was it Halloween? What's going on here?
It's a flashback, Tom.
So in the original game, you go back. There's like a flashback to something that happened like 3 years ago, and for some reason, Tifa is dressed like a cowgirl. There's no explanation anywhere. Like people on the internet speculate that it was like a trend in like Japan at this time, but that is unconfirmed.
That is wild. I love this game.
That was in the original game, so.
That was in the original game, yeah. She's just wearing a cowgirl outfit for some reason.
Yeah, it's, like,
it's
never
never like
explained.
even like pointed out. It's very
It's like
strange.
in that flashback, yeah.
I hope they have another flashback, and for some reason, Cloud is wearing a spacesuit for no reason. It's never explained.
They're all Barrett's got a princess hat on and a sash that says like bachelorette party or
Just
something.
in all the flashbacks, they're at costume parties. They can only flashback to scenes where they're at costume parties.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That's our fifth
Hire us
idea.
somewhere. Yeah. Hopefully she didn't load this with as much explosives, huh?
Now, that was Jesse's fault. Wouldn't.
Distance? What?
Nah, she's actually pretty smart.
Social distancing. Cloud is talking about it, folks. Safe distance, huh?
Oh boy.
What?
Perfect timing.
Well, get out of here, ladder. We didn't want you anyway.
Wait a minute.
Hurry up. The president's virtual happy hour is beginning. Oh god, this is it, isn't it? This is the moment I saw in the trailer that I got mad about. Yep, pause. I gotta pause.
Sure.
Alright. Judge and I have talked about this. This was in the trailer. The ghost president Shinra coming out. Mm-hmm. Now, Tom, in the original game, and Anthony, you probably don't remember.
No, I don't.
In the second mission, the helicopter comes down, and the president is like on the helicopter. He like comes out. He's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm mad at you," or whatever. I'm
mad at you. You hurt my feelings.
Yeah, he basically comes out and says, "You hurt my feelings, but you know what? I have the upper hand because I'm the president and I'm smarter and more powerful." Whatever he's, But in this one, they have him like as a hologram.
Yeah.
And Judge, I think you made the point. It kind of like it takes away from the charm of the original, right? The president actually flew down there in a helicopter to yell at you.
Yes.
Listen, holograms were big at Lollapalooza 4 years ago, so they had to include holograms.
I think it was much longer than 4 years ago, but
my
Tupac's gonna come out as his hype man.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Greetings.
Oh, it's Heidegger too, not the president. My bad.
No, the president comes out too, like this.
Yeah.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the sector.
Man, should have worn masks or something, right?
Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
Oh, they don't like the bombings.
Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists
Midgard today.
will be brought to justice.
So, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and circus.
Heidegger is very flamboyant.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. The big boy. There he is, the big boy. Oh my god.
Ah, see, it makes more sense if the airbuster is made of actual air.
Maybe he busts the air.
Yeah, ever think of that?
I only bust ghosts.
Whoa, it's only 60% operational?
Wow.
Why would you tell them that?
It only half works.
He is like me.
I mean, imagine in Star Wars how intimidating Palpatine would be.
Whoa.
The Death Star is 60% operational.
It's basically just toilets in the electrical. But we're halfway there.
It'll be done in 2 weeks.
Right into Shinra's hands.
3 if the contractors are slow.
I watched the movie Money Pit recently with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I also watched the movie Money Pit fairly recently.
So we can talk. You're someone with an old house.
Yep.
So, like me.
Yep.
That movie used to be funny when I was a kid. Now it's like a stark reality.
A dystopian horror.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sold.
It's just like,
it was a lot less funny watching it as an adult.
It was like, this is my life. That's why I kept watching it. I'm like, yep, I relate to that. Turn on a light switch and the toilet blows up. Yep.
Like, I've tried to map the fuses in my house for like 4 times. Every time I screw it up.
It's not
What,
worth
you
it.
go in the walls and try to follow the wire?
No, just like with the circuit breaker.
Take him out.
You know.
It's
Like,
falling in the walls.
This one is for my office, and then I flip the switch, and then like it goes out in the kitchen.
Hey, it's huh. I'm guessing.
It's very frustrating.
What do you have in your office?
Yep.
I've got a bunch of miniatures. I've got a 6x4 table so that I can play Warhammer.
I'm sorry I asked. Never mind.
I've got a record player. I've got my PC. Got a bunch of bookshelves with comic books and role-playing game systems and all sorts of stuff. Board games.
Where do you keep the?
Open it already.
Never mind. I'm paying attention to this, and I've lost interest.
All right, I get it. My office isn't that interesting.
So there's like a mini game element to this boss. You can make it like weaker by turning off certain components in it, I guess.
Oh,
it's not.
Make it hard.
It's not super interesting.
I forgot we weren't playing. I was going to suggest you make it harder, but you have no control over
I don't
that.
know that it's even possible because we watched somebody else play it. It seems like you have to make a choice, like how to weaken it.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't know if it could ever be 100%.
Oh. Code deciphered.
Disposal room now accessible. Finally, I was beginning to think it'd never end.
Hey, yo, Cloud, what's the deal? You really
Hey, yo.
a bona fide soldier?
We didn't train for this stuff.
All that marching
What did
was
you
over.
train for then,
How
Cloud?
did you soldier on?
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see what's inside. Huh? Huh? Look!
It's the midges.
There he is.
Oh, the eyes of one who has bathed in Mako, which would make you a soldier.
Soldier.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Though not alive.
That doesn't make sense either.
I said X. Thank you.
Accelerated cellular degradation being the most common cause of death by far. This is classified, of course, but every soldier knows the truth.
That's right.
Think you forgetting someone?
Oh, you got a new gun arm. Cool.
They actually changed the gun arm based on what you equip.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Ain't enough hours in the day to hold you to account for all your crimes. And what a wasteful indulgence it would be, even if there were. Okay then. Let's talk about wasteful indulgences. What is Mako? The life threat.
What is Mako? Never mind. What is mind? No Mako.
Shitty season 1 Homer.
What do you think's gonna happen if you don't stop, huh? We do indeed keep on slurping it up, as you say. But for whose benefit, I wonder. The true nature of Mako is known to one and all, yet the people willfully turn a blind eye to the cost. As you must surely be aware. Don't you dare try to put this on us! If anyone's going along with your plans, it's because you brainwashed them! Such methods are beneath me. As are you, my faithful Silverettes. Henceforth allies of wicked Wutai, our sworn enemy. Thank you for stoking our people's patriotic fervor. Wutai! The hell we are! Don't understand your role in this.
How are they projecting these holograms so big?
Oh, those robots.
What are they doing?
Is
It's
that what
like
it is?
that last Spider-Man movie.
I haven't seen a Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2, Anthony.
You're missing out, my man. Andrew Garfield. Woo! That boy can skateboard.
Oh, then it's like the Lady Gaga Super Bowl performance when all the drones formed all the stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for making a reference I can understand.
Spider-Man.
No, nobody's gonna get that reference, Anthony. Come on. Everyone understands Lady Gaga. I don't think our audience reads comic books.
No, okay, I get it.
Oh, here comes the big boy.
The trial of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. side against Midgard. Your guilt is undeniable.
Am I supposed to know who Wu-Tai is?
No.
You're supposed to have played the original.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I would be you would absolutely be very confused if you didn't play the real original. Not the real. They're both real.
Wu-Tai is a vacation destination.
It's based on Japan.
It's basically Japan.
Yeah.
And you go there and they screw up your inventory and it's like literally
It's the worst part of the game.
infuriating. It's awful.
Yeah. It's the music's okay though.
Do you know that it's possible to have too much materia for Yuffie to steal it all?
Oh, I did not know that. Airbuster defeated.
Great job.
That would have been an extra 30 minutes of the video at least.
I'm just watching them go through menus.
Take Tifa and get out of here.
I was wrong about you.
This ain't the end of the line for you or me.
Cloud!
We're gonna fall. Time to see Eric. Although I have a feeling that they're gonna add like a whole nother side mission by Cloud by himself.
Probably.
Yet to see this part.
The hell is this? Did Cloud always have like a grappling hook or whatever the hell he just used?
I believe they set that up in one of the cutscenes that we saw earlier.
Oh, did they?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to defend them slightly here.
No, I mean, I wasn't trying to call him out. I just
No.
Actually,
Drag them. Drag their ass, King.
Yeah. Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then.
Zach.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh no, it's Cloud.
It's different Cloud.
Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Self-care. Try meditating.
Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Yes, you are. Hello.
Cloud.
Hello, Ghost.